Court with Judge Vonda Bailey is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1061, Lopez case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Ms. Lopez,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Judge, I have a really great daughter. However, we have a kind of a bad situation. My daughter seems to be so busy sometimes that I think she knows she's a mom, but she kind of has other responsibilities that she's kind of putting in the forefront of everything. And so it's the last 2 years it's kind of gotten difficult for me. We have one baby girl, her name is London, and she's almost 2, and my daughter is trying to go to college, work, be a mom, and everything else that she wants to be. And so it's just gotten to a point where it's kind of ridiculous because I need some assistance financially, and unfortunately I'm not getting it.
Okay. All right. And do you pay health insurance for the child?
She is on Medicaid right now because we qualify for Medicaid.
All right. Okay. Anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
That's pretty much the brunt of it, so I'll let her speak her piece and see if we can maybe find a resolution today.
Okay. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So I am a full-time student, college student.
Okay.
So I'm spending most of my times, at nights going to school. But on top of that, I also work for the university.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into a family feud that's got more layers than you'd expect. Miss Lopez steps in with a heartfelt tone, praising her daughter, yet raising a serious concern. Her granddaughter's care is falling squarely on her shoulders. We learn about London, a 2-year-old being raised by grandma while mom juggles college, work, and motherhood. But the cracks are showing. Financial strain, burnout, and resentment are simmering. Miss Lopez isn't just venting. She's pleading for accountability. This isn't about laziness, it's about responsibility, and it's building toward a showdown.
During the day.
What do you do?
I'm actually an intern, full-time intern for the psychology program. And so,
Is that a paid position?
yes, it is.
How much are you paid?
Well, I just got a promotion.
That's
to
good.
50,000.
Okay.
I just feel like I work, all day. I go to school at nights. I don't come home.
Congratulations. We all work all day.
Yeah, I don't get home until like midnight, and I don't really see why it's a problem that my mother, the grandmother of my child, has to.
Well, because
All right, guys, here's where the energy shifts. The daughter takes the mic and lays out her grind. Full-time student, working days, school. At night, non-stop hustle. She just got a promotion to 50K and believes she's doing enough. But here's the twist. She views childcare as grandma's duty, not her own burden. And boom, Miss Lopez drops the prom night bombshell, and suddenly this isn't just about finances, it's about expectations, broken traditions, and generational accountability. The tension is thick. This isn't just a courtroom, it's an emotional battlefield.
I'm not the one that got pregnant on prom night. You wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay.
That wasn't my decision.
Okay, but you're my mother, right? So
I had
you
one
always said
child.
you wanted a grandchild,
I
didn't you?
had one child. Yes, I wanted a grandchild, but it would have been nice if you would have got married first and had someone to share the responsibility with, not me.
I can't do it by myself though.
You're not doing it by yourself.
I'm trying to use that money, right? So that way I can pay for my tuition for college.
Well, I can appreciate that, honey, but you know what? Your main responsibility is being a mom.
Judge Vonda B steps in with precision and logic, and the daughter's defense starts to crumble. The judge uses simple but powerful comparisons, daycare versus grandma, to drive the point home. She makes it clear, if someone's changing diapers, feeding, and protecting your child, they deserve compensation, bloodline or not. The daughter hesitates, caught between gratitude and entitlement. You can feel the room shift. Judge Vonda doesn't just mediate, she educates. And suddenly, the moral weight of the issue lands hard.
I agree with your mom. This is your child, and you said something very key while you were talking. You said grandmother. Right. You're her child. She raised you. It is not her responsibility to raise your child.
Right.
It is your responsibility.
I just feel like I don't really have to owe her anything.
You don't feel like you should pay your mother? If your daughter were going to daycare, you would be paying the daycare, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel like they should be paid?
Yes.
They're taking care of your child, looking after your child, changing diapers, feedings. They should be paid, right?
Right.
Your mother is doing everything I just named, correct?
Yes.
So it logically follows that she should be paid too.
Miss Lopez presses harder. Yes, she respects the pursuit of education, but she's drowning while her daughter soars. The daughter argues she's giving back by studying to create a better future, but Judge Vonda calls it out. Dreams don't feed babies. Plans don't buy diapers. Grandma isn't just a helper. She's the full-time parent here. The judge holds a mirror to reality, and it's not flattering. The daughter's logic starts to buckle. Ambition is great, but responsibility waits for no
She uses her money for the school loans, and I can appreciate that she doesn't want to have school debt.
Right.
But
Yeah,
now
that's a
that
good
she's
thing.
making more money, she's going to have to give me a little bit of that. They live with me. The house is paid. We don't have that bill. So I know she wants to be responsible and not have any debt, but mommy doesn't need to be having no debt and worried about diapers and all that too. And she does try to help, but it's just not enough. And now that she's got a promotion, I feel like she needs to take a little bit more responsibility. I've done everything I can, sweetie.
You know that I'm a double major, right?
I know that, sweetheart. But like I said,
I can't afford
London
to
is
do that.
important too. So,
I know she is, and that's why I leave her with you.
well, just like I did a
take care
good
of
job
her.
with raising
I
you.
leave her with you, and you
Here comes the hammer. Judge Vonda walks the daughter straight through her own. Contradiction? She's barely present while her mother is effectively parenting. Even the tucking in moment falls apart under scrutiny. What's presented as bonding is really a fleeting gesture, and the judge sees right through it. She acknowledges the daughter's efforts but doesn't let her off the hook. Grandma's doing the hard work. It's time for the daughter to stop relying on sentiment and start contributing dollars. Reality just cashed its...
leave your child with your mother and do not believe that your mother should receive some sort of financial assistance.
I feel like I give something back by being in school. Once I do get that education,
What are you
that
giving
degree,
back by being in school?
I'm giving her.
What are your plans after school?
Well, I'm majoring also in psychology, so
Okay.
I planned on opening my own clinic, doing a clinical psychologist, and then from there I could, take care of my own daughter by then. I just right now need
And
some
move
assistance. Yeah, move out.
And your mom still takes care of the baby?
No, I could take care of the baby by then. I just need a little bit of help.
You
and
can take care
assistance.
of the baby by yourself now.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
So I'm still not hearing what your issue is.
My issue is just
Because she's your mom, you don't believe you need to pay her something.
that's what I thought.
Because if you think about it, you really don't live there. You just going to sleep. Mom is taking care of the baby. You'd agree with me, right? If you're
Yeah.
coming in at midnight, the baby is with your mom all day. You're literally coming to the house, not seeing the baby, because if it's at midnight, the baby is asleep, I'm assuming.
Right.
And you're going right back out
I
to go
tuck
to
her
school
in.
and work.
I tuck her in.
She's already tucked in, so you just pull the covers over a little higher.
I give
That's
her
what you do?
Good
Sometimes she
night.
wakes her up, Judge, and just to play
You
with her
wake
for a little
up the
while.
baby
I
at
mean,
midnight.
just so I can give her a kiss, read her a little story, so that way there is some sort of bonding between us. Since I do work, all night long and go to school and all that.
Oh, well, that's nice. But what's going to be nicer is you're going to give your mother some of that money for taking care of your child, because she is footing the bill. She's taking care of everything. And if you think about it, technically, you're not even living with her. You're only staying there at night for a couple of hours. Right. And the baby is with your mom. And I'm assuming this happens on the weekends too?
No, on the weekends she does stay home, and she does help. And like I said, she doesn't like that. She's not like that girl that goes clubbing and stuff. She does take that responsibility serious.
Yes.
It's just her job and school, and now she's going to work full time. Now she's going to be working.
All right, guys, now it's verdict time, and Judge Vonda doesn't play. She orders child support based on the daughter's new salary, $803 a month, plus health insurance responsibility. This is more than a financial ruling. It's a wake-up call. The judge makes it clear. You don't get to hand off parenthood, like it's a side gig. She even offers a way out, take full custody, and the support stops. Until then, step up. No more, I'm just staying here at night logic. In this court, real effort gets real accountability. Mic drop.